Hello everyone, I'm the Connoisseur, and welcome to the review on the 22nd episode of the 7th season of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, also known as Once Upon a Zeppelin. And first off, it's good to be back. I figured out a way to actually have background music before having to render and, and save the video, and that is to simply use all of the many jazz CDs that my dad has had that do not contain lyrics, so yeah. Enjoy the jazzy background music. You probably won't hear it so much. It's always quiet. Anyway, good to be back. Good to be edited with the video clips that I'm going to show you while I'm talking. And it's good. Anyway, this episode, I love the morals. I disliked one character extremely much, and I enjoyed the return of an old character. Basically, this episode is all about Twilight's parents winning a free Zeppelin cruise, signing some papers because in their own words, if you're offered a free trip, you just sign the papers and you enjoy the free trip. And it involves Twilight, Shining Armor, Cadence, Florryheart, and her parents. They're all together, and they're on this cruise, and they find out that the cruise is actually meant for visiting the princesses and hanging out with them and doing these princess activities. And what's funny is that even if I didn't know the synopsis, there was a point where I think Twilight was telling her family about the schedule that she created, and she mentioned about this princess playdate or something, and as soon as she said that, I'm surprised that none of them, turned their heads and they're like, wait, what? Why is it called a princess playdate? Like, that seems a bit fishy. And turns out that this entire cruise was arranged by Iron Will, and, personally, it's fun to just see him around. Yeah, he's meant to be that kind of manipulative character, but I just like his voice, his attitude, his, powerfulness. It's comedic. And basically, we see how Twilight wants her family to enjoy the vacation, and she also wants the fans on the cruise to enjoy spending time with the princesses, and she wants to, have a good image, a good reputation, which is really good. That's something that a lot of people strive to have, and if you don't have a good reputation, then you're unlikely to make friends, you're unlikely to be trusted, so I can absolutely get behind that. It gets to a problem where Twilight keeps doing all of these things, and she keeps bottling up thoughts because she wants to see this one specific event. I think it's called the Northern Stars, and, of course, because she pushes herself so far, she never gets to see the Northern Stars, and she, cries about it. The one character that I don't like in this episode is Star Tracker, and I think that a lot of fans are really going to hate on that, especially Twilight fans. Star Tracker was the obvious nod at the brony fandom, I'm assuming. The kind of person who's, really, really upfront and personal and gets way too close to, people like the actors or whatnot. Just, super duper hardcore fans that are, way beyond the point of a normal, understandable fan. Star Tracker was literally being close in her face and really just close in proximity. And, the fact that he said things like, oh, I'm going to write this in my journal and stuff, yeah, that creeped me out, I'm not going to lie. I actually, cringed at every time Star Tracker, raised his muzzle close to Twilight's ear. It was just, ugh. I liked the fact that we had, 3 or 4 morals in this episode. We had minor morals, read the fine print. I know, people don't read all the terms and conditions when they sign, the Apple license or whatever, but if it's something like a trip or whatever, maybe it's not that big of a contract, I don't know, read it. Then we have better morals, such as turning negatives into positives, whereas Twilight turns the negative of sort of being forced to do all these princess activities to, okay, this will boost my reputation and my family will get to enjoy the vacation. It's also a moral about not bottling up your thoughts until you explode, because as we see, that's exactly what Twilight does. It also involves a moral of just overall, reputation, and also little things like with Star Tracker, don't get in everybody's face. And I liked all these little subtle morals because you could just, you can extract them from the episode. And it's good to see that they're putting them in there, I'm guessing. I like how Iron Will also was really prepared, how he had a contract legitimately, and how, Twilight's parents didn't sign the contract knowing what was really in it. Iron Will also learned from the past mistake of, refunds if not satisfied to no refunds, which business-wise makes sense. I like how comedic he was, and, how he was actually sort of, I'll use the term legal. The things he were doing, he was legal in the sense that he really had a contract and he, was making sure that they were obliging by it. Yeah. I think that's about it, really. Please share your thoughts below. I'd appreciate it a lot. Once again, I know I'm kind of sore. I thank you for your time. I'm sorry it took a few weeks to get back on track, but here we are. It's better now. So yeah. See you in the next review or something. Yay.